We're still sitting with Hosana. He will get up, hopefully, and go wandering about soon. Now, what I want you to look at quickly is the spot pattern in the front of his nose. Can we go and have a look there? There we go. And what you're going to see is 3 spots. And that's very crucial because that's how we identify these leopards. Now, while you see what I'm looking at there, Lindy, you want to see giraffe today? Well, hopefully we'll see you that. Prunell, you've got high ambitions, white and black rhino today, possibly black rhino from the balloon a little earlier, later. And Yvette, you want to see Tundi and cub. Now, Tundi, of course, is Hosana's much older sister, and the cub, his little nephew. Not nephew, niece. She's a female. Now, what he's most likely to do is sit here until something comes along, like something to hunt, or perhaps he might even go hunting down in the river. I think that's quite possible. Sorry, Sandy, I missed your question. I'm just going to ask for it once more to come through. You're asking, I think, about whether or not these cats change their shape. Is that right? Oh, do leopards' pupils change shape? Yes, absolutely they do. All cats' pupils change shape, but they're not like domestic cats' pupils, which I'm sure, Sandy, you're talking about. You've obviously got a domestic cat, your little Moggy, who you love very much. Sandy, leopards' pupils are round, unlike house cats, which, of course, have those slit pupils which turn round in very low light. But leopards remain completely round, just like that. Now, Scott Dyson, who is normally out on foot, is obviously on the trail of something very interesting. He is driving right now, and he wants to tell you all about that. There we have Hosana. He's up, and he's being viewed at the moment by Ronald the Rover. We're just going to wait and see. I am now parked away from him because we're hoping that we won't get in the way of his possible hunting activities, so that's where we're sitting over here. Now, unfortunately, my car seems to have broken down, and I'm just going to try and rectify that situation quickly. Hold on 1 second. I've got to be very careful because Ronald is close by, as is the leopard. Goodness gracious, this is a dreadful thing to have to do with a leopard so close by. Oh, I think I found the problem. Oh, gosh. It was a pineapple stuck in the engine block. I wonder how it got there. Anyone would say that it perhaps had a purpose. For example, helping people to win a magical trip to South Africa or Kenya with Nat Geo Journeys. Let's go down and see what our leopard is. Oh, he's moved. Leopard's moving. Leopard is moving. All right, let's go down here. We're going to follow Hosana. I think he's going to go on the hunt down through this drainage system. While we do that, let's go back to those fighting leopards. Well, very special visitor indeed. And fascinating that Tingana, Hosana's father, the father of the cub, is nowhere around, and that we now have 2 very strange male leopards fighting over a territory that was once the Duke of Djuma's. Will the Duke come back? Who knows? Will perhaps the young prince here eventually get large enough and take over his father's territory? That's also a possibility. It's all rather soap opera-esque here at the moment. You can see Ron just moving towards his very favourite friend in the world, Hosana the male leopard. And these young males are just the best because they're inquisitive, they're not afraid of much. They're just good fun. You can see him looking and then blinking slightly as Ron comes to say, good morning. Just gorgeous stuff. Then we could also go to the air, I suppose. We have got marvellous shots from Sébastien Rombi, the greatest French Gabonese Air Force pilot in the history of the world. And he is just going to show you where we all are. You can see Hosana, you can see Ronald there, and you might even be able to see us. There we are. We might even wave at you. That's it. That's us there, lit up like a sort of spaceship. Marvellous stuff. And that is the Chitwa waterhole where we're sitting now. And now Hosana finally having a bit of a yawn and thinking about getting up. Now, he does spend a lot of time at this waterhole. I think he feels safe here. I think there's not a lot of activity from other big male leopards. And so he lurks around here, and he has been extremely successful. He was left very young. Oh, he's seen something. As I said, he was left very young. He was only just a year old when his mother died, we think. She just disappeared. The great queen of Djuma, Karula herself, mother of Tundi. And we thought, we didn't know if he was going to be able to survive or not. And yet he started killing adult male impala from the time he was a year old. All right, we'll see if he gets up. I keep saying this, that he might get up and hunt. He might not. He might just go to sleep again. Who knows? Let's go back across to those fighting male leopards. What a fascinating story is unplaying over there. Ronald is having a bit of trouble, I'm afraid, everybody. This cat has become curious. Whoops-a-daisies. Oh, dear. Oh. Ronald no longer has a wheel. That's very sad. Oh well. Fear not that that is a completely harmless substance. It's just a little bit of plastic that he will almost certainly just drop there. Ronald, however, is going nowhere fast. The amount of strength required to do what that cat has just done is quite remarkable. Right. Oh well. I guess we'll probably have to try and retrieve Ronald now. He's not going to be driving anywhere at all. See if we can go and pick him up. Okay, let's go back up to the Masai Mara. I don't know if you've met Taylor McCurdy this morning, but she's appropriately with lions, of course, because she does have the mane of a lion, as I've told you a few times. Blonde hair like you've never seen in your life.